Alrighty, good evening, everyone. I'm David here with an update on your storm alert weather as we're tracking multiple storms across portions of Kansas, Oklahoma, even in Missouri, and coming into Iowa, where we had quite a few tornado warnings. And we're actually even tracking an intense storm. So let's go towards this tornado warning that we're monitoring very closely. I'm also monitoring a very intense storm towards South Coffeyville, where we might even have a tornado starting to pop up here very soon, as I'm starting to notice two hooks south of Coffeyville, which we'll mention in just a moment. So again, we have a tornado warning right now here in Iowa. There's not much rotation associated with this, but again, there is some weakness embedded, and again, it's mainly strong winds with that storm. And as we take a look, as we zoom it out, there's a line of storms, and that's why we're seeing those severe alerts being issued right now. Let's go. Let's go ahead and go over to northeastern Oklahoma. I'm very concerned about these people in Coffeyville area. I've been there 100 times, and this is where the weather's actually about to get a lot worse towards South Coffeyville. So South Coffeyville is about over here. It's towards the Kansas-Oklahoma state line. So zoom in. Okay, yeah. Zoom into that storm. And that's where we actually have very intense storms right here. I mean, look at this. This is where we most likely probably get tornado watch. New tornado watch has been issued for multiple counties in Oklahoma. Anyways, just one moment. Yeah. All right. So if we zoom in a little bit more into the storm here, this is where we have some of that rotation taking place right there. Well, that's where we have the velocity. There's actually no rotation popping up. Okay. But different radar, yeah. Try a different radar. Actually, that's the closest radar, the King's one. So that's the best one. So actually, there isn't much rotation, but definitely wouldn't surprise me with the strong winds. Go back to velocity real quick, and let's zoom into the storm a little bit more. Zoom in a tad bit more. I don't see much of any rotation, actually, but probably strong winds. But looking at the storm here, it definitely looks like there is at least something supercellular-like, something that's rotating, or it looks like it could be rotating as we have a little hook starting to pop up. But no tornado possible tag. So I guess what we're monitoring is just mainly large hail threats and gusty winds. The reason why I brought this up is because Ryan is mainly focusing on this storm. So that's why I'm like, okay, this looks very interesting. And it has, or is very interesting right now, as this is introducing and coming into South Coffeyville here in the next moments here. So we have a new update from the SBC now. They have included the Joplin, Missouri area now under a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for severe weather. So we've had a new SBC update 14 minutes ago. They have taken out Wichita, Kansas out of the level 3 risk for severe weather, and again, majority of southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma now included in a enhanced risk again for severe weather. So a little behind the scenes there, but again, here it is popping up on your screen. Enhanced risk, just in this general vicinity, that orange there, that's the enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5, and a slight risk for severe weather in that yellow shaded color. And in central Texas, still in that marginal risk for severe weather. If you turn on the counties up here, you should be able to see it is. And yes, we are just barely still. Okay, so again, that's what's going on our newest update from the SBC. All right, let's go zoom into the Kansas City area where we've had some severe thunderstorm warnings here. We still have 2 ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings at the time being here. And as we take a look, let me move this chair real quick. As we take a look here, as you can see, there's that blue. The blue is a mesoscale discussion here. As we take a look here, this is the yellow, severe thunderstorm warning. With this storm, I mean, we have a cold front. So what this is doing is bring a line of storms, and again, some of these are strong, at times severe, and that's what we've been seeing here for the past several hours across parts of Kansas and even into Oklahoma. So again, right in this area is where we have the stronger storms right now. And again, most of these storms are developing ahead of it, also have the potential to become strong to even potentially severe, which is another thing that we're watching very closely. And even severe storms as well. All right, let's go back to southeastern Kansas. Looks like they're throwing in another severe thunderstorm warning just northwest of Joplin, Missouri, just towards Crawford County, Bourbon counties in southeastern Kansas. Just look at this. Our tornado threat is about over. Again, you see all these right here. These are supposed to be cells that we're supposed to rotate very good and very clearly. I'm not saying a whole lot of potential really for these storms anymore as this cold front starts to get closer and closer and closer to this area. But I really think if we were to see anything that would try to rotate I really think it could be just near Coffeyville, Kansas, just south of Coffeyville, somewhere in this area. That's where I really think we could maybe see something tornadic. But as of right now, I'm not seeing a whole lot of that's taking place right now. So again, right in this area, ahead of the cold front, when storms develop ahead of a cold front, we always have the potential for a few tornadic storms. And again, most of these could be very dangerous. So again, storms starting to fall, I won't say falling apart, but they're starting to become one together as this cold front is about to start to take over these storms in portions of southeastern Kansas. So again, a line of storms stretching in from Oklahoma up towards Missouri right now as tons of rain and storms coming their direction. Awesome. So again, we're watching and monitoring all of this for you guys right here on Storm. Again, Storm, amazing weather thing here, and a new logo. We're working on some new things here behind the scenes. So potentially here for the next several weeks or months, you guys will see some new branding, new stuff here on the channel, as it's been a while since we've last done, cool weather coverage like this. All right, so let's go ahead, if we can, real quickly zoom into South Coffeyville over here. I'm curious here if we have anything. Trying to rotate here, double checking again. We have a very large hail core starting to pop up, and very hard to tell. I mean, we have blue and green starting to pop up just a tad bit. So we'll have to see if that could be anything trying to rotate. But again, if there is, it's very weak. But again, just in that little area corridor, that's where we may have something trying to get going here. And again, of course, something that we're monitoring and watching very closely. No tornado warning, but there is a severe thunderstorm warning as well, just in the northeastern section of that severe warning, just outside of Coffeyville, Kansas, or not in Coffeyville, Kansas. So again, appreciate everyone that's tuning in to our broadcast. I do have the live chat pulled up on YouTube, so if you guys got any questions, comments, or anything like that, or want us to look at radar in a different location, let us know. So I see Jack is in the live stream. Hello, Jack. No rain for me for 29 days. Oh my goodness. I haven't really seen much rain in let's see, it's been over 50 plus days since I've last seen any good rain for where I live at. I'm in a dry spell. That's pretty bad. But on Friday, it's officially going to rain for me. First rain since 30 days. I live in New York City. It's my area. It's been the driest October ever. Goodness gracious. Hopefully rain can come in your location here soon. Very good. You did use hashtags. Okay. Good job. All right, so here's where the coverage gets even a lot better now, because we got our main radar software back to normal. All right, and is there a way we're going to have the alerts pulled up as well? Okay, working on that behind the scene wise. So again, line of storms, there we go. There's all the beautiful alerts. The colors are wrong. The colors are wrong. Don't worry, we don't have multiple tornado warnings in place. These are just incorrect. Oh, we got, looks like a new tornado warning just popped up in Iowa now. So this expires at 8:30, so actually it's not new. It came out about a few minutes ago, but the storm is looking even more interesting up in Iowa. Central Iowa. There it is. So we were watching earlier, but here it is. I don't know. How do you pronounce that? Okaloosa, something like that. Rose Hill, New Sharon, Eddyville, Louisville, now into tornado warnings. So they've shortened up the tornado warning just a tad bit, but again, expires in 9 minutes. As we take a look at velocity here, this is where we have some of the closest rotation somewhere in this area. So again, that's why the National Weather Service is throwing out a tornado warning for the storm here. And what county is this? All good. Uh-oh. All right. Momentarily here, we'll get this fixed up here. But again, tornado warning. Probably. What county? Two different counties I can't even pronounce. So those areas are under a tornado warning. Again, this is in Iowa right now. Let's go ahead and zoom into southeastern Kansas and northeastern Oklahoma. Since we got a better radar here, let's get a better look at these here. So as we switch over, as we zoom into the Coffeyville area, again, we got some intense storms that we're monitoring right now. Again, guys, we might even have I'm going to be honest, guys, with y'all. This is pretty bad weather that we're seeing right now across portions of Kansas and Oklahoma. But I think by next week, the weather will be even worse. So another powerful cold front will affect these areas. So again, we're getting the radar to pull up here. Springfield, Missouri. There we go. Tulsa, Oklahoma. As it takes a second to load, it will pop up here. There it is. So guys, we zoom in here. Here's our velocity tracker here. We're not seeing really anything rotating, but look at these hail cores. Goodness gracious. Southwestern Lebec County. Used to live there. Definitely probably some big size hail starting to pop up. Also South Coffeyville, also beginning to notice some small hail cores starting to begin to develop right now. As we take a look at our velocity signatures here, if we can do that please, we can see that there isn't much rotation, but there is this little green that has popped up right here. Could there be something trying to pop up on velocity? Could something try to be rotating right here? There's a possibility, but something that we're monitoring right now here at the Storm Alert Weather Center. So as we take a look, wind speeds are going 58 mile per hour winds outgoing of the storm. If we can look at the regular storm here, let's see if this matches up. A new scan just came in. It does show still that little green popping up. So what I'm thinking is there might be a little funnel cloud possibly trying to pop up there, and we might be able to see it super clear on radar possibly. So again, you're in southwestern Lebec County towards Edna, Kansas, Altamont, Kansas, Parsons, Kansas, Labette, Oswego, Kansas. Heads up, we might actually have an intense storm, maybe trying to produce a tornado here. This is our hail tracker. That's why nothing's popping up. It's currently down right now. So again, please ignore this at the moment in time. All right. So again, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, of course, we have the chat monitoring that every so minutes. That's like a top right there. And this is, again, our hail tracker is taking a moment to load here. So again, all good. Of course, we got the chat in the background here. So I'm going to see if you guys have said anything here. I need to go now, but I'm subbing to you. Hey, thanks, Jack. You have a fantastic rest of your night, man. All right, so again, guys, if you have any family like in Kansas or in Oklahoma, please share the stream to them because I lived in this area. I know almost every single county over here. It looks like they throw down a new severe thunderstorm warning in Lebec County. And again, that's where we have majority of the bad weather happening. Again, Oklahoma, southeastern Kansas, Missouri, going in towards Iowa. That's where we have all the activity and all the bad weather, again, taking place right now. And again, we're fixing the color boxes here. I know they're red, but they're usually yellow or orange. So again, as we get that fixed, just give us a momentarily. It's going to take too long. That was all good. There we go. But again, these are all severe warned. And again, we're monitoring these very closely. All right, just 1 second here. I'm going to message my dad real quick. I'm going to send him the link to our broadcast. And then and my aunt. And then maybe my uncle too, because he lives in Kansas. He's actually in Lebec County. Yeah, hopefully. Again, the latest I'll be live streaming to is about 10 or 11. The weather isn't too bad after 10 or whatever. We may end it. Just a heads up. I'm going to send it to my grandparents. Okay. Okay, so he's doing some updates behind the scene wise. Okay, certain things are not working, so we're getting things fixed up here. But again, it was a live streamer in Edna, Kansas. Okay. Storm Chaser and I'm watching. Oh, behind the scenes, guys. Ignore that. There we go. All right, so again, there's that hail core right here. That's where we have some of that potentially quarter-size hail. Again, this is just outside of Chautauqua, Kansas. Again, where I used to live, that's Chautauqua, Kansas. As that coming your direction, we got an intense storm here knocking on your guys' window here in the next few moments. One thing I wish about Aztec Radar was when you're live, the city names could blow up or pop up a lot bigger, but fortunately that's not the case. But again, severe thunderstorm warning clips, pretty much almost the entire county. Again, does not include Chautauqua, Kansas, but it definitely wouldn't surprise me if they were to maybe extend the severe warning maybe a little further south, maybe up towards the Kansas and Oklahoma state line or state border. So again, multiple alerts that we're monitoring right now across portions of those areas. Okay, so got my ants that should be tuning into here momentarily. But again, monitoring all of this for you here at the Storm Alert Weather Center, broadcasting live in Central Texas. All right, so again, we're going to switch. All right, it's working. Good. Thank you, Bryce. So now we're going to switch over to our better radar. There it is. So this looks beautiful. All right, so again, multiple storms from southeastern Kansas. Again, Labette County. Here it is. Parsons. You got Altamont somewhere in here. Chautauqua, Kansas down here. Coffeyville is where it's getting the worst of the weather. South Coffeyville, Edna. This is where I'm really concerned. So again, Edna, Coffeyville, South Coffeyville. This is where the worst of the weather is really taking place at right now. As we're hail trackers down. So this is where it's really concerning to me. Edna, we got an intense hail core. What's this? Any idea what this is indicating? Doesn't say, but I'm thinking probably greater than quarter-size hail with this. Let's take a look at our velocity tracker here. Just be safe here for everything trying to rotate. I don't see anything rotating, but there's extremely strong winds picking up. Let's see what our wind tracker is picking up here. I'm curious what it's saying here. Over 60, 63 mile per hour winds. How does the severe thunderstorm warning work? We need 58 mile per hour winds or higher for severe warning to work. We're seeing wind speeds up to 63 to 65 miles per hour towards Oswego, Kansas, going towards Labette. So we're getting some strong winds taking place right now across portions of Labette County. And I apologize. Yes, okay. Apologize about the lag there. I don't know what happened there. But again, that's what's going on in southeastern Kansas at the time being here. But again, a really nasty hail core starting to pop up just west of the city of Edna. And again, we have multiple storms taking place right now. Really, the cold front here, it's really right here, but this area where we're supposed to have bad tornadoes and stuff did not verify. And now we're just seeing a cluster of this getting going. So really our attention will have to be is this little line here going in from South Coffeyville back down towards Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the Stillwater, Oklahoma area where we do have some severe thunderstorm warnings. As we drag down over here, again, there's a nasty cell down there. As far as this is not severe thunderstorm warning towards the Guthrie area. That's a very nasty looking cell there. Just northeast of Stillwater, Oklahoma, that's where we have two severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Let's take a look at our velocity tracker here to see if we have anything trying to rotate. Again, of course, rotation and tornadoes is our number one thing that we're watching here. That's, again, our number one concern is tornadoes, and we're switching radars here, so give us a moment here. Let's see here. Don't see much. Very strong winds, yeah. Let's go back to Iowa, where we did have a tornado warning. I'm pretty sure that did expire. Should have expired by now. In my opinion here, that tornado warning did not look too crazy. It looks like it's popped off the map. Now it's just good old severe thunderstorm warnings in parts of southern and southeastern Iowa right now. So, of course, we're answering questions, comments, stuff like that. I have the YouTube chat pulled up. Of course, I got that. I'm about to look that up right now. Okay. So again, switching over to our YouTube live stream chat here. So you got questions, comments, feel free to comment. All right. And again, if you got any family members in southeastern Kansas where they're experiencing some bad weather in northeastern Oklahoma, please share the broadcast to them as we're mainly focusing on these areas in the neck of the woods. Reminder, we have severe weather threats for the next several days. Tomorrow, severe weather threats really for northeastern Texas, northern Louisiana, parts of Arkansas, Tennessee, back towards Indiana. So people expect to see severe weather going into tomorrow. And we have severe weather threats pretty much all the way already into the weekend. So it's going to be pretty active here for the next several days across the lower 48 here in the United States. So again, this is where we're seeing strong storms. Why are these not severe thunderstorm warned? You see this little green line right here. This is an outflow boundary. This is where gusty winds start to pop up or appear ahead of the storm. And what this typically or usually does is it slowly kind of kills the storms. But since this is a cold front, I don't think these storms will actually fall apart. They might stay on the weak side, but at occasional times, these storms may try to intensify just a little bit. But again, I don't really expect a whole lot of things to be severe. What are we thinking on this storm here? Just west of Fort Cobb, barely severe warned. Again, we need 58-mile-per-hour winds or higher for you a severe thunderstorm warning, and potentially something, and maybe even weak rotation. Maybe starting to maybe very weak rotation. Look at the hail card. Goodness gracious, that white right there. That's indicating hail sizes, maybe up to baseball. And is there I don't think there's a severe warning on this, if I'm correct. There is not. So this is actually very. Yeah, this is you must have spiders on the storm. This is probably why there's not a severe thunderstorm warning on the storm. But for what we're seeing is the storm is looking very intense. There it is. All right, there we go. New severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, new special weather statement. Okay, we need to change the color. Special weather statement. Okay, special weather statements, not severe warning. Sorry about that. Special weather statements. Mainly for 3/4 of an inch size hail, so about it's dime size hail. Okay. With the storm. And let me monitor things real quick on YouTube. Again, of course, I am monitoring multiple platforms right now. So, of course, I'm trying to answer questions and comments that I get. Okay, now, okay, good. So as we were just talking about, it's finally severe thunderstorm warning. I'm about to say they're crazy if they have not put this as a severe thunderstorm warning, and now it is. So fantastic. So again, I mean, it's not good as a severe warning. I mean, it's only good because this is a dangerous storm. That's why I'm glad they've. Oh, a new tornado watch has been issued for several counties in Oklahoma. We'll have to see if they can pop up on the map later. All right, so severe thunderstorm warning again. This goes until 9:15 p.m. and then there's that tornado watch in pink, which I'm okay with it being pink. So tornado watch in pink is from Elk City, Weatherford, going through Oklahoma City, OKC Metro, going through Norman, towards Okmulgee, Tulsa, Pryor, Stillwater, going up towards Coffeyville, Joplin, Melrose. This is the new. Yeah, actually, I think this is the same one. I'm going to be honest. Okay. Yes. Go ahead. Got it. Also, another thing to notice is wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour. So definitely some gusty winds expected with this. So again, expires at 9 p.m. on the left side of the yellow line. On the right, it expires at 12 a.m. And then again, of course, intense storms as we look at the radar. Let's go back over to southeastern Kansas now. Again, majority of our weather coverage, guys, will be focusing in northeastern Kansas, or northeastern Oklahoma, excuse me, and southeastern Kansas. So again, we have multiple weather alerts taking place right now. Let's go ahead and zoom into Labette County, which is just storm right here, just east of Coffeyville, where we've had this intense little hail core here. And let's go ahead and zoom in. Again, this is predicting hail up to maybe it's considerable tax. We have over 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts with the storm for Edna, outside Coffeyville, going through Parsons, east of Liberty, heads up here in Oswego. Again, it's an intense storm coming your direction. One thing to note is there is a tornado possible with this storm in Labette County. So, of course, we're watching this very closely. So let's take a look at velocity here and see what this is showing. Zoom in. Oh my, a lot of gusty winds with this, but if we have anything trying to rotate, it'll be in this little corridor just outside of West Edna. The reason I'm saying there might be weak or if any rotations because that little green starting to pop up. So all I can say is there's some winds. There is I know there right in Holyoke was showing a streamer in Edna, Kansas, which was just perfect for this. So if the heat pops up, I'll tell you guys what I'm seeing from this. But of course, a lot more storms starting to pop up. There's even more storms popping up now towards southeastern Oklahoma, towards McAllister. Those storms could potentially be strong to maybe tornadic. So again, any storms that okay, yep, we have a new update. Sustained discrete supercell development is expected just southeast of the tornado watch in Oklahoma towards the Red River, towards Durant, going up towards Muskogee now with the newest update. So of course, something very concerning that we're going to watch in there. I'm very sure they're going to throw out a tornado watch potentially soon for the McAllister area going towards the Red River as these storms will get more populated or bigger. So again, this is severe thunderstorm warning in Lebec County. It's considerable for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. We have hail up to greater than quarter-size hail. This is not pocket change hail, guys. A new update just came out now. Still considerable tags, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I'm a little surprised they have not extended the severe thunderstorm warning to include Chatopa, Kansas, with this newest update. But as of right now, it looks like the worst of the storm may just skirt to the northeast of Chatopa and possibly to the northeast Bartlett, which is something that, again, we're monitoring very closely. So again, velocity tracker here is showing you that little area weak rotation, or if really anything is popping up. So again, of course, we're monitoring it and going to continue to keep you up to date right here. Storm. So again, I'm checking messages here. And again, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that on YouTube, feel free to say anything. Let's go south of Stillwater, Oklahoma here. And there's something very interesting. I just noticed that popped up on my phone here. That's looking at radar-wise. I really think there could be a new alert that gets issued here. So just a second here. Switch. There we go. All right. So again, we have multiple severe warnings. Of course, we've covered most of these. So again, there's actually south of Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's this right here. This is looking very classic to me. Right in this area. There we go. You know what I'm talking about. The Lags. Here's the problem. I can't pronounce city names now. Was it Langston? Yeah, Langston. Yeah, Langston going through grocery. This is looking pretty classic here. We'll have to see if they could try to rotate right in this area. But as we go back to our reflectivity here, the regular radar, you can see that there's some strong winds. And this is something that's very interesting and has obviously caught our attention. So we'll continue to monitor this and watch this storm as it is in southwest of Stillwater, Oklahoma. Of course, we're watching Lebec County in southeastern Kansas. Again, there's a tornado possible in that storm with hail way greater than quarter-size hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. New severe warning for Case, Bates, Miami, Lynn, Johnson, Henry counties in Missouri now. So several counties included in a severe thunderstorm warning. So again, a lot of storms from north of OKC, north of Oklahoma City, going through Stillwater, just outside of Tulsa. There's a little cell off towards the south and southeast. Again, these storms over here have the potential to be tornadic, and that's why the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center has thrown out a tornado watch for majority of Kansas and Oklahoma. Also, another note, also because of this cold front that is rolling through. So who will see the cold front? Majority of the United States will see it. If you live in Texas, you're going to see the cold fronts. This could even bring some rain to central Texas, where I live at. Of course, the Storm Alert Weather Center, which I'm live and talking to you from, I'm in central Texas. We got a rain chance tomorrow, which is obviously pretty nice to see, as we haven't seen much good rain in quite some time. But the problem is we may have a broken line of storms that may try to roll through central Texas. So we'll have to see what happens. Let's begin to get more updates. All right, El Reno, outside of Oklahoma City, there's a severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this storm. These storms over here are pretty intense. Quarter-size hail with this, just south of Claymont, Oklahoma. So take a look at our velocity tracker. Just we say if there's anything trying to rotate here, again, we always have the possibility for a few QLCS tornadoes. What are these? These are potentially small little tornadoes that drop on the ground, do some damage in a brief, minute to 2 minutes possibly. They're fast moving usually as this cold front rolls through. So again, QLCS tornadoes are possible as we go throughout the evening and overnight hours as this cold front rolls through portions of Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, eventually Illinois, going into Arkansas, Oklahoma, and again, Texas potentially, but overall tornado threat in Texas is pretty low. All right, so zoom it out now. Let's go back to the other storm that we're monitoring that was very interesting over here to south of Stillwater, Oklahoma. This storm was catching my attention earlier. It still has this very strong little bow factor here. So this is indicating steady, strong winds right here. So let's take a look at our velocity tracker here, just be safe here. Velocity here showing you not much, just strong winds with this. Let's go back to Labette County, Kansas. That's in southeastern Kansas, I should say, where we recently had a potential tornado threat. And again, there was a tornado possible with it. And there's not a whole lot happening, just very strong winds. Look at the hail core. We got a storm. We got a storm chaser. We got a storm chaser in Edna, Kansas. Behind the scene wise, I think. Wait, are we gonna have this on stream or behind the scene wise? Okay, so we're gonna get this on live stream here. We have a storm chaser in Edna, Kansas. Is gonna come, and we're gonna have his feet pulling up here in just a moment here. But again, Oswego, Kansas, Edna, Kansas, Parsons, Kansas, in the severe thunderstorm warning. And it looks like they've actually got rid of the tornado possible, which is fantastic news. And then Chautauqua, Kansas, is actually not included in the severe warning. And again, majority of y'all know that I used to live in Chautauqua, Kansas, as the starting weather took place in Kansas, and this entire channel started in Kansas. Same thing on Twitter. All right, so again, if you guys got questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to say it in the chat. Also, please like the stream if you guys want to. If you guys are enjoying the broadcast or the coverage here, feel free to leave a like if you want. Also, if you have any family, friends that live in Kansas or in Oklahoma, please share the stream to them. Do we have that thing where we can pop up my social handles on the bottom? Do we still have that feature? We don't have that right now, but we may get that either later this stream or potentially next time we do a broadcast. So again, right now we have a strong cold front rolling through portions of the United States, Central Plains, Midwest, so Missouri, Iowa, Kansas, Oklahoma, and soon to be Texas, going to be joined with severe weather potential and chances, and potentially some beneficial rain for some people. That's what we're seeing right now for majority of, again, the mid-central United States. But as we get into Halloween, most of us in the Central Plains and South Central Plains, I think, will be perfectly fine for trick-or-treating plans, especially in the Austin area, Joplin area. I think you guys will be fine for trick-or-treating. It might be a little damp outside from all the heavy rain, just depending where the heavy rain sets up at. But again, if you see heavy rain overnight, there could be some damp spots possibly for your trick-or-treating in the evening hours. Now, the question is will there be more rounds and more chances of severe weather? Yes, there will be indeed. There's another severe weather throughout tomorrow for parts of the Ohio Valley towards the Tennessee Valley. I'm not too concerned about it. It's only a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for severe weather. As of right now, there's only a live stream watch set for tomorrow, which is something we're watching, that we may go live. If they upgrade the severe weather threat, there's going to be a discussion. Will we go live tomorrow? Will we not? But as of right now, we're not discussing that we will go live tomorrow. It's just a watch. We just ran a watch saying, maybe we'll go live, maybe we won't. Again, just a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for severe weather. Doesn't really, I won't say it doesn't mean much. It just doesn't. There's not, I don't know, usually that means there's not going to be a whole lot of severe weather like we're seeing right now from southeastern Kansas down into northeastern Oklahoma. And that's where we're seeing all of the crazy and active weather taking place right now. Now, this weekend, there's supposed to be some pretty good severe weather this weekend. Unfortunately, I will not be home this weekend. I will actually be not home this weekend, but there will be some pretty good severe weather, especially across the Central Plains. What we might have is I might do a video, maybe even do a live stream from my phone, and we'll talk about this on Twitter probably, is what we might do over the weekend for me. Bryce, which is pretty much the producer, he's running everything right now. Shout out to him. He might actually do it where he used to do the camera, not camera, he had no camera, he just had a microphone on and showed the radar, and that's what he might do possibly this weekend. But we'll see what happens with what's going on. So again, as I mentioned, you got questions, comments, stuff like that, feel free to ask them, say them. Again, we're going to be live for the next maybe another hour or two. Of course, more storms are getting more intense towards Muskogee, Oklahoma. Of course, we'll keep eyes on that right now. New severe warning for Crawford and Cherokee counties in southeastern Kansas. I've been to those counties a million times. Let's see, does it pop up on here? It does. So again, new severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Cherokee County and in this Crawford County over here under a severe thunderstorm warning in southeastern Kansas right now. Also a little cell just west of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Oh, there it is, northwest of Baxter Springs, Kansas. So again, here's this line of storms. Oswego got about to get some pretty good rain. And again, there you go, Chautauqua also seeing some rain here eventually. So here's a live look in Edna, Kansas. Oh, I remember this road very well, actually. Okay, that's at Baxter Springs on the sign there. So he's headed towards Chautauqua, Kansas. First he's headed towards Bartlett. Then he's headed to Chautauqua. Then he has to go through not Lowell, that's in Cherokee. He has to go through Melrose and then eventually Baxter Springs, Kansas. But again, here's the live shot for you guys. And in the Kansas, again, we don't see a whole lot on there, but just dark. His windshield wipers are moving around. That means it's raining, obviously. The roads look pretty damp, actually, I'm going to be honest. And again, that's pretty much what we're seeing right now with his live shots again in Kansas. So again, pretty cool from over there. All right, let's zoom out the map a little bit. Let's go south of Lebec County. Let's go just a county south towards Nowata County, where we also have these storms down here. Whoa, zoom into this storm here. Looks like we have a little hook that's starting to pop up. Also, another hook up there as well. Okay, these storms are starting to have little hooks now. Okay, zoom in. That's a possibility right there. We may have something trying to rotate right in this area. We have bright green starting to pop up now, so this is something we have to watch. So again, I noticed there's a little hook starting to pop up, so maybe it's something trying to get going. I mean, it's just not. It's probably the worst I think I've seen on velocity for anything trying to rotate, but something we're still watching. Let's go a little bit north here. Keep taking a look at the scan here. I mean, it looks like it's improving a little bit. But definitely some gusty winds in that storm just west of Claremore, Oklahoma. Can we go? Let's go a little bit north here. I also noticed a hook right here just east of Delaware. It was way better looking earlier. Okay, so yeah, it matches right there perfectly. So of course something we're gonna watch here closely here on top of the order. Oh, what is all this bright color you see? That's strong winds. A new scan came in, so again, always have to keep, okay, now it's gone. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about that storm anymore. But again, let's go back to, since we had new scans, go back to the other storm down here that had that little potentially little rotation. Again, I don't want to call it official rotation, but right, if you could circle it right on screen, right in this area is where we potentially could have really, I don't know, maybe nothing, but okay. But again, this is where we have very small rotation happening. And again, the reason why we're counting this as any rotation is because green and red, as they meet together, usually / typically means that something's trying to rotate. And again, when green is coming towards the radar, red is going away from the radar. It looks like they've put out a new weather alert towards the west of the storm that just popped up on our maps. X1, so a severe warning, big chunk, goodness. Severe warning for Barnesdale, Pawhuska, going towards Cleveland, Oklahoma's. We got, let's see, almost quarter-size hail. But the reason why they thrown out a severe warning is because of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. You can see it right here, strong winds with this severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like we're lagging here. Hopefully things are. There we go. We're back. All right. So again, strong winds, and again, 40 to 60 mile-per-hour wind gusts according to the National Weather Service with this storm. All right. Let's go towards El Reno, Oklahoma area. So a little further south now, where we also have these other intense storms. These are continual storms that are producing gustier winds that potentially maybe some larger hail. So again, severe warning just southwest of Union City, west of Tuttle, near the Fort Cobb area. So again, large hail expected with these 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail. Let's switch over to our velocity tracker here. Again, we always have these small potential chances of QLCS activity. And, well, that's actually very interesting that just popped up. Gray-Samont area. I can't confirm that's rotation or not, but from what it looks like is it moved. It continued to stay the same. Probably just with strong winds is what we'll say it. So we'll watch it, but again, some strong winds around the Gray-Samont area. All right, so let's go towards El Reno, just northwest of Oklahoma City. We actually have some more intense storms. These are a little bit bigger and hail size, I think, nothing rotating, but Of course, monitoring these as well. Just northwest of El Reno. These are about quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. It's actually weaker. Actually, let's go northeast of Stillwater, Oklahoma. Let's go northeast of Oklahoma City towards Stillwater, Oklahoma. Of course, we're monitoring this very closely. Hail core, maybe up to quarter-size hail. Interesting line right there. A little outflow boundary starting to pop up towards the south of it as well. Our hail tracker has not been working all day today. Velocity, nothing's rotating, which is great news. All right, let's go ahead and go towards Iowa because we've had a few severe alerts. We've had 2 tornado warnings today in Iowa. So let's go ahead and take a look over there if we have any activity ongoing. And there is some severe weather in Iowa right now. It looks like there's 1 warning to be exact, actually, just west of Washington. I guess this is Colford right here. Again, this is a line of storms. Bringing severe storms for the Fairfield area, 8:56, as we have an exact time here for you, 9:12 for Washington, Mount Pleasant at 9:25, Columbus, Jackson about 9:34, and New London possibly coming to your neck of the woods by 9:37 p.m. Again, with the latest track on this storm. All right, let's go to northern Missouri here, where we also have some intense storms. Looks like a very large area under a severe thunderstorm warning just south and east of Kansas City. So, the Marshall area, southwest of Kirksville, that's where we have that line of storms taking place right now. We're getting the new radar to pop up here. So there it is. So again, line of storms, very intense looking, some small hail, but the reason why they thrown out a severe thunderstorm warning is because of the gusty winds, not because of much hail. If there's any hail, it's probably up to ½ inch at least, or probably a pocket-size hail possibly. So let's take a look at velocity. Again, we always got to be careful of the possibility for a few QLCS tornadoes. Again, what is that? As the possibility for a few little spin-up quick tornadoes that may try to develop. And as of right now, I'm not saying really anything that's popping up. The only thing I'm seeing is strong winds. The winds are howling. It's probably loud. You're trying to go to sleep. The only thing you hear is wind. Your house is shaking probably. That's probably the only thing you're hearing or feeling right now as you're around this cold front right now in northern Missouri. All right, south of Kansas City towards Pleasant Hill, Harrisville, going towards Pleasant, Rich Hill, Butler. We got this also line of strong to severe thunderstorms right now. We got 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, hail near quarter size, but again, pocket change hail. Let's take a look at velocity tracker here. Let's check if we have anything trying to rotate. And there's nothing popping up that alarms that we need to keep focus on this. So let's go further down to the south now. Okay, one thing we're noticing is potential hooks near Claremore, Oklahoma. So Ryan did spot that as well, so that's good. Okay. And again, we got more severe storms again across portions of southeastern Kansas near Pittsburgh, Kansas, Parsons, and towards Coffeyville, just north of Miami, Oklahoma. That's where we have severe storms. So severe warning for Cherokee, Crawfords, Lebec counties right now. And again, these are mainly considerable for, again, Lebec County, as you can see, winds up to 70 miles per hour and 3-inch quarter-size hail. Again, that's pocket change size hail. So mainly, I wouldn't be surprised if there were to maybe, I wouldn't be surprised if they were to drop the wind speeds on this to 60 miles per hour, and they just did that. And also, the hail, again, is now gone up just a tad bit to near quarter-size hail. So let's actually take a look at our velocity tracker here on this storm. Just curious if we have anything that's, again, trying to rotate. We had potential for potential tornado rotation, and as of right now, we're not seeing anything rotating in Cherokee, Labette. Let me say that again. Cherokee's right here, Labette's right here, Crawford County's right here, Burton County's to the north, nothing rotating at all in any of these storms. Now, my main concern, my main focus is these little storms developing just towards Nowata, towards Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's where I'm a little bit more concerned about, is those areas where we've noticed there's been some hooks, which is obviously something that could try to rotate. So, of course, watch that closely. As Bryce here does something behind the scenes, let me see if we have anything in my chats here. Of course, we're broadcasting on multiple stuff here. So let's go ahead and switch over to YouTube. And yeah. So again, if you guys are enjoying the broadcast, please leave a like on the stream. If you have any family members that are in southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, or really anywhere it's expected to see severe weather tonight, please share the broadcast to them because we're going to be live for maybe another hour maybe as, again, the weather, I think, is going to get possibly even worse, especially once you go towards Tulsa, Oklahoma, maybe even further southeast towards Tulsa, Oklahoma, towards Claremore, Oklahoma, also noticing some very interesting storms. So let's go ahead and go to Tulsa now as we look at the radar down there. Man, it's a line of storms right there. It kind of looks like a second boundary. It looks like a front here. Looks like another front here. But I really think we could have a better chance of seeing QLCS tornadoes possibly in this area here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our velocity tracker here to see if we have anything trying to rotate. And not seeing a whole lot, which is great news. So again, some mainly strong winds, and then a bigger severe thunderstorm warning towards Bartersville, going towards Newata, and then areas north of Tulsa. That's also where we have a severe thunderstorm warning. Expires in 33 minutes for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and almost 1-inch size hail, again, which is up to quarter size. All right, so let's go ahead and go a little further southeast here, and let's go ahead and take a look at this storm towards Stillwater. Of course, also a very interesting storm. A decent hail core began to pop up on that radar. Definitely very interesting looking with this. And the velocity here, not seeing a whole lot, but of course, we're watching and monitoring this extremely closely. All right, let's go zoom it out. Let's go a little further southeast now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this storm over here, just near El Reno, towards Oklahoma City, northwest of OKC, I should say. It's outside of Norman. Again, a very intense storm, producing some gusty winds. Expires in about 2 minutes, and 60 mile per hour wind gust, quarter size hail. Take a look at velocity just to be safe, and there's nothing popping up on our velocity signatures. And as we go further south here, I think this is our last severe warning as we go further south here. Yes, it is. We have a considerable attack. So this storm is actually even more concerning, with 70 mile per hour wind gusts and actually 1-inch size hail with this. So stronger winds associated with this storm here. But as we take a look at our velocity here, let's see what this is showing here and seeing what it's indicating here. So this is actually very interesting here. So of course there's 70 mile per hour wind gusts with this. I can't verify if we have anything trying to rotate or not, but from what it looks like, there might be something trying to happen. But as of right now, we'll keep this on the watch as the storm is in southern Oklahoma. All right, let's go towards Muskogee, Oklahoma. I've noticed there was a few storms, maybe even a few little supercells trying to bubble up or pop up right now. This is farther south of the line of storms that cold front's at. None of these are severe, but maybe be strong soon. Muskogee, Oklahoma McAllister, Oklahoma. Just near McAllister, Oklahoma, this is where we have these new storms starting to fire up now, pop up. These storms are looking pretty intense to me. South of McAllister, potentially some hail, maybe a special weather statement soon to be issued with this. So again, these are supercells according to the Storm Prediction Center. So of course, we're going to keep our eyes on these. And overnight tornadoes could be worse. So let's go ahead and take a look at our velocity tracker here and see what this is showing. Again, it's really hard to tell if there's anything trying to rotate. We're too far away. There should be a radar in Fort Smith, Arkansas, if I'm correct. Yes, there is. Fort Smith, Arkansas. Let's go ahead and take a look here. And it's going to take a second to load here. So just a second. It's downloading. Okay, there we go. Still. Okay, so what we call this is the radar dead zone. It isn't nothing picks up super well in this area, which is unfortunate because we need a radar over here. This is really something we need over here. So again, unfortunately, radar dead zone. We can't tell if there's anything trying to rotate or not, but definitely some good old size hail starting to pop up. And actually, let's go. Do we have a radar in North Texas? North Texas. I have this up here. Nothing. Apologize about the lag. There we go. Apologize about the lag there. All right, so I got some storms just north of the Red River, just near McAllister, Oklahoma. All right, let's go. Speaking of the Red River, let's go down towards Texas real quick. I noticed there was a few more little bubbly up storms starting to get going near Sherman, Oklahoma, north of Denton, north of Dallas. A few little storms starting to bubble up right now from Plano back towards Sherman, Gainesville, Denton. Let's go towards Wichita Falls area. Let's see if we have this little cold front starting to pop up for West Texas or Panhandle, Red River, Northwest Texas yet. Nothing just yet, but you can see it on a radar very well, the little alpha boundary that is that cold front. And let's go towards Central Texas real quick. And let's see if we have anything popping up in Central Texas. We've had these little showers throughout the day today in Central Texas. So again, double checking. There's nothing. It's been dry. And I did notice there was some storms earlier towards the Houston area. I'm curious if these are still here near Houston and towards Louisiana. Yeah, nothing much. Mainly just Gulf of Mexico when that one little storm just south of Piedmont right now. All right, new special weather statement has been issued for Rogers, Mays, Tulsa, Newada, and Wagner, Oklahoma counties. So let's go ahead and zoom back into Oklahoma. Again, Oklahoma is really taking the show right now. Really unfortunately. But again, just northeast of Tulsa, Oklahoma, towards the Wasatch, towards Chelsea, back towards southeastern Kansas is where we have these strong to severe thunderstorms. All right, we just hit a new hour. It's 9:02 Central Time right now. Again, we appreciate you guys tuning into the live stream. We'll be live for another hour, possibly. If things get maybe worse after we get close to the end of the hour, there's a possibility that we may go overtime and extend our coverage, possibly. But as of right now, we're planning and sticking on doing coverage for at least another 58 or so minutes. All right, so again, strong storms right now. As we take a look at our velocity tracker here, let's see if we have anything that's trying to rotate. And there's not a whole lot really popping up. Some good old strong winds. Let's go back towards southeastern Kansas now and see what this is showing. Again, just good old strong storms. Labette County now out of a severe warning, but towards Labette or Cherokee County, going over towards Crawford County, some severe storms. Severe storms starting to enter towards Jasper, Lamar, Sheldon, Nevada, in southwestern Missouri right now. So again, intense line of storms. I'm gonna be honest, guys. If you're in southeastern Kansas or in southwestern Missouri, this looks like more of a gusty wind threat now. Maybe some small hail. I don't see much of a tornado threat continuing in the vicinity of southeastern Kansas or in southwestern Missouri. But just to double check on that, let's take a look at our velocity tracker here. Just double check, make sure to verify if I'm correct on that. As of right now, it doesn't look too likely as of right now. So again, of course, we'll continue to monitor and watch this here quite closely. All right, we're going to take a quick, taking a quick pause here real quick. If you guys are a football fan, or not football, if you guys are a baseball fan, Dodgers have tied up a game 5-5 against the Yankees. Intense game, I guess, if you're a baseball fan. So, yeah. All right. Had to throw in something else other than weather on this here. All right, so I got live chat here. Oh, my gosh. Criminally overrated. OG Hot, saved off right off of Vice by there. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Storm Chaser Clint. Bryce. Man, does this mean I need to wear my Fox weather hat while I'm doing weather? I'm not going to do that, but goodness. All right, just a reminder, criminally overrated. Her and I go to school together, and just to let you know, this is my old area that I used to live at, so all this weather, these counties I'm familiar with, just a reminder. All right, anyways, back to professionalism, back to the weather here. Again, severe warnings overtaking southeastern Kansas, southwestern Missouri. Again, the majority of the weather, the stronger the weather, I think will be in northeastern Oklahoma and even southeastern Oklahoma. I think that's where we're going to see more of the intense weather, I think, beginning here soon or shortly. Yeah, new special weather statements. I was correct. Okay, I was expecting new special weather statements to pop up, and that has happened. So one right here. 3 different special weather statements, and a new best scale discussion. 60% chance of a watch possible going through Springfield, Missouri, towards Branson, going up towards Kerrville. They're saying damaging winds, isolated tornado threat possible through this evening. A downstream watch may be needed for the eastern extent is uncertain. Corridor notes in eastern Missouri, or western Missouri, technically. There it is. So a new severe thunderstorm watch is possible. So again, something that we'll continue to monitor and watch here, right here at the Storm Alert Weather Center, broadcasting live in Central Texas. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if they were to throw out a new severe thunderstorm watch, because look at all this. Severe warning here, severe warning here, severe warning here. All of these are severe warning storms as they get closer, an inch closer, more into the state of Missouri. So again, Springfield, Missouri, Branson, Missouri, potentially a storm there. St. Louis, severe weather towards St. Louis. I don't really expect much of severe weather tonight or tomorrow, but there could be some intensifying storms rolling through your neck of the woods as we go into later parts of the hours of tonight and going to early tomorrow morning. All right, let's go over to northeastern. Actually, let's go towards Stillwater, Oklahoma here. Yeah, Stillwater, Oklahoma, just northwest of OKC here, or northeast of OKC. Excuse me. Severe thunderstorm warning currently in Oklahoma City right now. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Hail over an inch, over a quarter-inch hail. So we're talking potentially getting up towards. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten what is above quarter-size hail. Oh my gosh. We're talking hail maybe up to what's a good. Man, we need to. Do we have any of the old graphics discussing about hail size? Goodness, we next time, guys. I think we might go live sometime over the weekend because we're expecting a much bigger severe weather threat coming up weekend, going to early next week. If we do cover it, we should be more ready, prepared, and we might even have a new look possibly to things. Okay, Chautauqua, Kansas. This is where I used to live at. All right, this looks familiar. Oh, there's that tower. This guy's coming right into town. Okay, so yep, this is familiar. Let's keep this side. Let's see. I'm curious if anything's changed in this town. People at 40, that's still the same. Okay. My goodness, this is gonna be already giving me memories of the good old days. The train track. This is the football field right over here. Football field's coming up right over here. There's gonna be a train track over here. There's gonna be a gas station on the left as he starts to curve into Chautauqua, Kansas here momentarily. Unless he's going backwards. Maybe, I don't think he was going over. No, he went from Edna. So yeah, I was correct. He's going in. He went south. So he's south of Oswego. So again, train tracks are over here. This is where the football is at. Football area is somewhere. Wait, no, this is backwards. Football is on the other side. Gas station's over here. Wait, no. Oh wait, this is the other side of town. Oh my goodness, this is the other side of town. So. Chautauqua School is on the right. On the left is a gas station. No, it's a grocery store that's no longer existent. I am so flip-flopped right now. This looks so different on camera. He's in a different. This is. Goodness, I can't exactly tell where he's at in Chautauqua. Dang. Can't remember my old used to be living that area. Oh well. Oh no, that road looks so familiar though, and that terrain looks so familiar as well. Oh, okay. Okay, he's headed towards Oswego, Kansas. That's where he's headed to. Okay, I remember that area. That's where they used to do construction and stuff. All right, we got severe warnings inching closer to the Oklahoma City metro area, so let's go ahead and take a look at that now, as that's more important. Okay, guys, I apologize about being unprofessional here for the moment. I was just like, okay, I remember this area. I think I can do this. I apparently did not. Collab with me too. Collab with me. Collab with both of us. Yeah, we all need to do a collab. All right. I'm probably like 7 minutes behind reading that, but okay. All right. Here's OKC. Oklahoma City is currently not in a severe warning, but just north of the. Okay, it is now. Okay. Whoa, this one looks very interesting. See this little curvature right here? Do we have anything red tape? No, we don't. Okay. Straight line winds indeed. So again, right in this area, strong winds just towards the Bethany area, towards the village, towards Edmond, Yukon right there. El Reno off towards the west of the map here. Here's Spencer. Again, this is a special weather statement, also severe thunderstorm warning. We have a suitable severe thunderstorm warning further off towards the southwest here. We've been watching it, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail. That's pretty much it. So again, a lot of people have been saying today's severe weather event has been a bust. It has not been a bust. We've seen a lot of severe weather, a lot of large hail reports, a lot of damaging wind reports. The only thing that we've not really seen is tornadoes, which is good because we don't want tornadoes unless you want a tornado. I guess it's good, but if you don't want tornadoes, it's good. We haven't seen much in any tornadoes. We've only had 2 tornado warnings so far today, and that's been in Iowa. And again, I do not anticipate an explosion of more tornado warnings. Again, a lot of people were expecting tons of tornado warnings. I'm going to be honest, I was too. That doesn't mean today's event was a bust. We still had severe weather, didn't we? We have hail, we have winds, we have storms, we have rain. That's what we're seeing. That does not mean today's weather event has been a bust. No, a lot of people on Twitter are saying today's weather event's already been a bust. It has not. Again, severe weather. Look at this. We got yellow boxes. We got these blue boxes. Alerts, not a bust. So again, severe weather taking place underway right now. But again, many people are in danger, especially towards the Oklahoma City metro right now, as we're watching these very closely. All right, so again, quick reminder, if you guys got any questions, comments, a location choice, what I'm going to look at, we'll go over there, take a look at the forecast. Again, just let us know. If you guys got questions, comments, feel free to say it. If you guys have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. I know I haven't posted or done much on this channel in a long time. It's because I've been doing all my content on Twitter now. I actually have more followers on Twitter than I do on YouTube now. All good. On Twitter now, which is crazy. So, anyways, what was I going to say? But majority of my coverage, all the behind the scenes stuff, all the posting and stuff, all the cool graphics you want to see for the Austin, San Antonio area or national, I've always posted on X, and that will continue to be the same thing. But for live weather coverage, most of it is on Twitter. But maybe here in the future, we'll start to do a little bit more of what we're doing right now, green screen coverage here online. So again, of course, watching that too. So multiple storms at the time being here across portions of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. So overall, not a whole lot of tornadic storms. So let's go towards southeastern Oklahoma here, where we've had a few special weather statements. Very curious if these ever went severe yet. This is central southern Oklahoma. Again, we have a few severe storms and then one special weather statement out towards Apache. Ooh, that looks so good. So again, that's what we're seeing right now across portions of the southeastern parts of Oklahoma and going into parts of Kansas. So again, we're watching these closely. Let's go and take a little velocity track here to see if there's anything trying to rotate here, especially with this storm here. New severe warning, Pawnee, Osage, Creek, and Tulsa. Tulsa now included in a severe warning, I think, unless that's a county. Some gusty winds go with that storm. It's just north of Tulsa County. So going towards Bartersville, it's north of Tulsa. Barnesdale. Oh, wait, no, this might be it right here. Manford, Cleveland. We have a severe thunderstorm warning. Tons of winds with these storms. Yeah, this is those three new counties. So again, severe thunderstorm warning taking place and underway right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at our velocity tracker here to see if we have anything trying to spin up here, trying to rotate. Well, I call this, let's X-ray inside the storm. And as we're X-raying right now, there's nothing indicating there's anything screen here. But now strong wind, 230, 20. You know what's very behind? Okay, we're back. All right. I apologize about that, guys. Don't know what happened. I guess my internet was like, yo, I want to crash for a moment. So we're back. So again, apologize about that. I'm going to pull myself back up on screen in just a second here. Taking a back break. I'm sitting in my chair because I've been standing up for several minutes. So I need a back break for a moment here. Okay. All right. We're back. Go. All right. So again, monitoring these storms for you across portions of Oklahoma and Kansas, Claremore, Oklahoma. Strong storms right now. Of course, towards Stillwater, Cushing area. That's where we have. But I have no idea what's going on. I don't know why my internet decided to not want to work. Okay, hopefully we're back. Okay, the quality is a little worse now, but it's okay. All right, so again, severe warnings taking place right now, up to 60 mile per hour winds and hail up to quarter size. All right, let's go ahead and zoom things out. So let's go ahead and go towards portions of southeastern Oklahoma, where we've had a few special storms. Looks like they've gotten rid of the special weather, same as near McAllister. And these are just good old storms now, as I guess not a whole lot's expected to happen. But now we're beginning to see a line of storms happen, so maybe. So, of course, storms in Oklahoma City Metro, these are considerable, very interesting looking storms right now. Let's go ahead and zoom in, x-ray to the storm. Let's see what the velocity tracker here is, see if you have anything trying to rotate. Yeah, some strong winds. Verify that for you. But as we take a look at the timing on this here, for the Yukon area, should be in your neck of the woods right now. If you're in Mustang, you should be there at 9:24. The Bethany area at 9:26. The War Acre area at 9:27. Got the Edmond area at 9:34. OKC, Oklahoma City at 9:36. And then Dale City at about 9:43. Coming up here in the next several minutes. So again, this should be the exact timing hopefully as it comes to your area. Don't forget Chautauqua, casinos over there. A lot of people over there right now. Of course, intense storms coming their direction. More Oklahoma, Newcastle, Norman, Oklahoma, McLeod, Pink, Wellston, Amber. You guys heads up. Strong winds and potentially severe storms coming your direction here in the next several minutes. So again, that's why we're watching this storm very closely on Doppler radar. So again, that's what's popping up for you as we're monitoring these. So again, 70 mile per hour wind gusts, considerable tag just southwest of Oklahoma City. North of Oklahoma City towards the Village area, we have a low-grade severe warning for 60 mile per hour wind gusts, 1 inch size hail. This is for the Village area under that warning. As we go towards El Reno, you're about to be out of the storms. We survived a tornado, which is fantastic. So we're good, guys, in El Reno as these storms start to push off towards the east-southeast at about 10 to 15 to 20 miles per hour. So again, storms are starting to calm down just a tad bit now in portions of central Oklahoma towards, again, the Oklahoma City area and Mustang, Tuttle, Edmond, Leather, Bridgeport, Hinton, Greenfield. So if you're in Greenfield, Hinton, Bridgeport, you guys are good for the rest of the night. Y'all can turn out the weather coverage, go to sleep. You guys are safe for the rest of the night. No more storms expected to happen. If you're in Oklahoma City, El Reno, probably another 20, 30 minutes, maybe another hour if you're in Oklahoma City. Maybe another hour or two possibly for the severe weather. So don't turn off the TV. Don't turn off the coverage just yet. We're almost there. Just hang on another hour or two. Again, we should be done with all the bad weather here momentarily. Let's go ahead and zoom in to portions of southeastern Kansas and southwestern Missouri now. See what's going on over here, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4 severe thunderstorm warnings, 2 in southeastern Kansas, 1 in southwestern Missouri here. So let's go in southeastern Kansas first, just northwest of Columbus, Kansas, towards Cherokee County, Crawford County, severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Columbus, Pittsburgh, Arma, Girard, Fort Scott, seeing the storms. Oswego, Chautauqua, Kansas, getting a pretty good downpour right now. Again, there's an extreme drought in this area, so they really need this rain. So thankfully, they're getting some nice, pretty downpours across those areas. And again, here coming up in the Sheldon area, Liberal, Pittsburgh, Waco, Weir, the rain, and Baxter Springs, all the rain should begin for you guys in the next 20, 30 to 40 minutes here coming up for those areas. And as we go towards, looks like we're lagging here. There we go. All right, as we take a look at northern sections of Missouri here, just southeast of Kansas City, where we've had some more severe warnings earlier. We still have severe warnings taking place right now for the Marshall area, or outside of Marshall, going through Clinton, where we do have this line of severe thunderstorm warnings. So if you're in Kansas City, Belton, Ottawa, outside of Topeka, this is where we just have some good old steady, light to moderate rain. That is it. So again, if you're in St. Joseph through KC, Belton, Ottawa, through Topeka, you're good. No need to stay up the rest of the night. Your weather's done for. Go to sleep, enjoy the night, as all the rain and storms is pretty much over for the rest of tonight. So again, in those areas, enjoy the showers and storms. So again, there's just gonna be showers, a couple claps of thunder might be it for the next rest of the next several minutes to an hour or so in the Kansas City area. and then lightning, of course, will continue for the next several hour or two. So again, towards Jefferson City, heads up, storms coming your way. Columbia, Capital City, Missouri, some storms coming soon. Marshall, Seattle, Clinton, also storms coming in your vicinity here in just a little while. All right, let's go towards the Dallas-Fort Worth area where we do have, earlier we did, like about 30 minutes ago, we did have a few little storms starting to pop up. Curious if we have any of these continue trying to pop up. And yes, we do have a few little cells popping up just west of I-35, east of I-35, just north of the Metroplex, northeast of the Metroplex, I should say, just near Plano. Looks like a few little storms just near I-75, I think. Is that 75? Yes, it is. Just near 75, just a few little cells starting to pop up. So near Allen, Garland, a few little cells beginning to pop up right now. Just not a whole lot of activity taking place right now, but again, just a few little showers starting to pop up. Again, this is all associated with this little potential supercell event that's trying to get going back from McAllister back down towards Texas. And again, here's the cold front, not a whole lot happening. Is there a way we can take a look at our future track models on here? GFS, if that's an option. It's going to take a second to download here. So as we get that set up here behind the scene wise, of course, we got the chat going in the background. Of course, I'm reading that. So if you guys got questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, feel free to ask them. Looks like I've noticed my internet's been a little bit buggier since we first started the broadcast. So again, I apologize about that, guys. Frequent buffering. Is it a sign that my internet's about to crash? All right, so latest update from the GFS. Oh, we don't have timestamps on top. Oh. I love how you said I said there as well. Okay. So again, I'm sorry that's not working, but as you can see, showers and storms are quite possible for the next several hours. GFS, this GFS model is what they're thinking right now. It's pretty accurate, almost accurate. It doesn't pick up on the storms towards I-44 or Route 44, but all right, it's all right. Monday, what time? This is potentially 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is saying my earbud just fell in my ear, so just a second. This is 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Cold front can make it far down to central Texas, possibly towards the Texas Hill Country. Hopefully that's true. My earbud just fell somewhere. There it is. Sorry about that, guys. Can you hear me? All right, second. Potentially 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, cold front goes through the area. I've looked at some other models. Some of them were saying this won't roll into central Texas till 6 a.m. So let's see what happens. But again, line of storms. This is 4 a.m. Quite a bit of storms. 7 a.m. Looks like the storms won't even last that long going through central Texas. So most of central Texas probably won't see anything tomorrow morning, unfortunately. In Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, some pretty good storms. There is a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5, severe weather risk tomorrow for this area. We can show that on screen for tomorrow's severe weather risk. There's a low-end severe weather threat. So a quick reminder, guys, we have a live stream watch enabled for tomorrow. What that means is there's a small chance. I mean, I'm going to be honest, tomorrow's a very small chance of us even going live tomorrow. But that's why we turn on a live stream watch. It goes from Shreveport, Louisiana, back towards Michigan. And again, that's why, I mean, there's a very low end severe weather risk. If they were to upgrade it, there might be a discussion of us maybe doing another threat. I wouldn't be surprised if this were to go, maybe, I wouldn't be surprised if they were to maybe upgrade this to a slight risk for, this is Friday weather, right? Yeah, so Lubbock, Amarillo, New Mexico. Wouldn't be surprised if that were to upgrade to a slight risk. And again, another live stream watch expected for Friday. A live stream warning is more than likely on Saturday. Problem is I won't be home more than likely, so we might not have coverage at all on Saturday. But there's a decent shot of severe weather on Saturday. But I'm going to be honest, I think Sunday might be the day of severe weather, as we do have a level 2 out of 5 severe weather risk, even flooding as well already 5 days out as we get into Sunday. And I do have no school Monday as well, so I'll also be here at the Storm Alert Weather Center all weekend long, except for Friday nights, going into Saturday, maybe majority of Saturday as well. So live Doppler radar picking up on, again, showers and storms. Most of these are severe at the time being, but of course we're watching these all closely for you at the time here. Of course, we've been live for I've been live for quite some time now. I can't figure out all my words, and I might have repeated words, I might have said words quite a few times, just because I've been talking for quite some time. So that's why, guys. But again, storms going down from Lawton, Oklahoma, back towards central Iowa right now. I'm going to check in from a TV station real quick in Joplin real quick. I'm going to see what's going on real quick. I'm going to see what they're thinking, get some information here as I talk to a good old friend from Joplin, or really Pittsburgh, but a second. It's Channel 7 station. Okay, not a whole lot. Okay, so they'll probably answer me here shortly. So it looks like they've decided to throw out a special weather statement now in southeastern Kansas. Let's actually go into northeastern northeastern parts of Oklahoma. It took me a second to think what Oklahoma was. Northeastern parts of Oklahoma. Let's do that. There's a new severe warning, which is something that we're watching right now, just towards Claremore, Oklahoma, just southwest of Anita, Oklahoma. Let's zoom into this little nasty-looking storm here. Definitely strong winds, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, hail size potentially up to quarter size. Similar velocity tracker here, see if you have anything trying to rotate. Not seeing a whole lot. Oh, wait, I lied. Strong winds, indeed. Let's see what our wind speeds are indicating here. 25, 40 miles per hour. There's something we're watching here. We'll keep our eyes on this part of the storm here, but definitely where we have this is where some hail is popping up. So there's hail right now. It's probably what we're seeing on Doppler radar, but there's definitely a big area of strong winds in northeastern Oklahoma, just north of Claremore. Oh yeah, the hail tracker is terrible today. As we take a look at, let's go back to Oklahoma City. That's where we've had severe warnings. Can't believe I'm going to say this, guys. I'm actually out of my weather mood right now. Okay, Oklahoma City under severe warning. Norman, Oklahoma, barely in it. Newcastle, Moore, Oklahoma included. Look at tense this is. Very intense line of storms. We have an alpha boundary right in this area, though, but there's nothing rotating. Alpha boundary, very strong, but strong winds, but there's nothing rotating, thankfully, from what we're seeing in the Oklahoma City metro area right now. Let's go ahead and take a look further southwest. I'm better get out of this area. Southwest, this is where we actually have no severe warnings anymore, which is awesome because earlier we were tracking considerable tags, severe storms, and now those are finally gone, which is fantastic news. All right, so let's go back towards Texas here, towards the Red River Valley area. That's where we actually have a few storms starting to pop up now, just north of the DFW area, which we'll take a look in a second. Is the cold front starting to get going across Texas yet? Not yet. But hopefully in the next hour or two, or maybe a little bit longer, we'll start to see activity starting to get going here soon. All right, DFW area, let's go take a look at this. These are storms starting to pop up individually from Durant back towards Dallas, just east of Denton. There we are, just northeast of Plano. That's where we have a little thunder shower, starting to pop up. Also, a few little other thunder showers popping up just northeast of McKinney, north of Blue Ridge right now, as the time being. And in McAllister, Oklahoma, we originally did have a few strong storms out there, and now these are just good old shower makers out there right now. And again, as you can see, McAllister, Savannah, some good old rain. Can we see anything from velocity? I'm not exactly sure. This is kind of like a radar hole area, so we can't tell if there's anything trying to rotate or not. I'm not seeing much really. So I think we're okay, which is great news. I hope we're okay. And just north of McAllister, also a few more individual storms as well. So we got a severe warning just northeast of Tulsa, severe warning in southeastern Kansas, severe warnings in southwestern Missouri. Overall, I think worst of the weather across southeastern Kansas is about over. Pretty much your severe weather threat in southeastern Kansas is over now. It's just going to be mainly moderate to heavy rain for the next hour or two. And in southwestern Missouri, the event is just about to begin now. And again, of course, something we'll be monitoring. So again, it's a pretty big area, pretty large area. Some strong to severe storms right now across portions of Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and soon we'll be in Arkansas. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather across Iowa. We've had tornadoes over there, warnings, and multiple alerts. Good news. We're just sitting with some strong storms for Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, just west of Davenport, Iowa. So again, just some good old strong storms. Look at this. You can tell there's some gusty winds with this. That's why the special weather statement is thrown out right now, strong storm advisories. Let's take a look at the velocity tracker here and see if we have anything trying to rotate here. There's a possibility that a few QLCS tornadoes could try to pop up or wrap up in these, but overall the chances are pretty low. And again, just some good old storms and some breezy weather once you get towards Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, and again, eventually coming into Illinois, towards Clinton, Davenport here, and Burlington here in the next several minutes to maybe another hour or so. Let's go ahead and zoom it back towards Kansas. Let's go county to county. Actually, before we go to Kansas, let's go back to northeastern Missouri here. I forgot about this area. We have a severe thunderstorm warning over here for the Kirksville area. This is a low end one for a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and 3/4 of an inch size hail, almost quarter size hail. Good old looking storm. Not a whole lot, just along the line of the cold front. Again, I don't expect what's up. Taking a moment to load. Oh my goodness. Oh, good, oh, good. But again, that's what's popping up on radar. Let's go a little bit further south here, where we also have another severe warning down here. And it looks like we're lagging again. Just west of Seattle. We also have another severe warning for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 3/4 of an inch size hail outside of southeast Kansas City, Missouri. Pretty much what we're seeing right now. Just breezy weather is what we're seeing. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you're in Kansas or Missouri, majority of the weather for the rest of the night looks like more of a gusty wind threat and heavy rain threat, maybe small hail at times. I don't really expect much tornadoes. I really think our tornado threat overall is actually died down. Again, we're more into the overnight hours. We're losing daytime. We're losing heating. We're losing humidity. We're obviously losing humidity, but we're losing majority of our ingredients for tornadoes and stuff to develop, especially across Kansas and Missouri. Now, areas where it hasn't rained today or seen much is in southern, southeastern Oklahoma and parts of Arkansas. So that's where our main attention is going to have to focus on here as new storms are beginning to develop. And of course, also watching the storms in Oklahoma City, plus towards southwest of OKC, also something we're watching. But again, if any storms that could try to be tornadic, for maybe another 30 minutes, I think it could be towards northeast of Tulsa, towards Joplin. At least for 30 more minutes, I think a tornado threat may or could survive. Muskogee, Oklahoma, towards McAllister, Oklahoma, towards Savannah, maybe at least 30 more minutes to an hour and a half. We may have a tornado threat still surviving a little bit longer. And of course, this is looking very interesting here near the Foyle area towards Chelsea. Okay, so we may actually have something trying to get going here. So again, something we're watching very closely here on Doppler radar. Again, National Service saying this is not anything rotating at the time being, but again, this is severe warning, and we're watching this. Again, if you're in the Foyle area, it should be in your vicinity. 2 minutes ago, if you were in Chelsea, it should be here in about 9:46. We haven't been there. 9:59 around 10 o'clock. Rounded up. And Avenida, Oklahoma, 10:09. Rounded up to 1. 10:10 coming your direction. All right. And again, that storm definitely looks very interesting near the foil area where we did have that. I don't know, maybe rotation. Very hard to tell, but something we'll watch and come back to, of course, here throughout the next several minutes. All right, let's go further off towards the west here. Of course, we got some intense storms towards Delaware, Barnesville, just north and east of Stillwater, southeast of Pawnee, Oklahoma, Cleveland, Jennings, Oilton, Manford. It looks like they strengthened up the severe warning now until 10 o'clock when this warning expires. Definitely an interesting looking storm, some hail. Definitely a very interesting look right here. It doesn't look like anything's rotating, which is good news, but of course, something we'll watch very closely. Let's go a little bit further southwest. Special weather statement now in effect northeast of OKC. Oklahoma City is still in a severe thunderstorm warning, just north of Norman, Oklahoma, also included in the severe warning. Alford boundary right there, but just to the northwest, Oklahoma City about to get slammed with some heavy rain. Tuttle, we're going to see some rain here soon. Considerable tag with that severe warning. Just near Tuttle, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail with that storm. So again, we're watching this very closely. Let's take a look at our velocity tracker here to see if there's anything trying to rotate. X-raying through the storm. There's nothing. It's just mainly a wind threat right now across portions of Oklahoma City metro area right now, and also gusty winds and maybe some hail is also another thing that we have been noticing and have been monitoring, also including watching parts. All right, so let's go to southeastern Oklahoma. Of course, we've been watching these storms very closely as well. But before we make a trip to southeastern Oklahoma, here's Lawton area. Line of storms coming your direction. These are not strong or severe right now, but of course, we'll continue to monitor and watch these storms very closely. Let's go towards Wichita Falls, outside of the Red River, south of the Red River. Let's see if we have any storms starting to pop up yet for these areas. And takes a second to load here. Maybe not just yet, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's a wall of clouds starting to possibly start to develop or starting to pop up. And maybe probably because there's some lightning in the distance. Definitely wouldn't surprise me if you are in the Vernon area, Frederick, or Chattanooga, or Cranfield area, or even toward Wichita Falls, as the sky is obviously charged with electricity. And again, eventually start to hear rain possibly, and maybe even hear the wind increase just a tad bit. All right, let's go towards southeastern Oklahoma. Before we do that, let's go towards the DFW area. Of course, we've been monitoring and watching some storms over there, just northeast of Plano, just southeast of Allen area. That's where, again, we got some isolated little storms. These are not strong or severe at the time being, but again, we're monitoring and keeping our eyes on these closely. And then in southeastern Oklahoma, as we've been watching, also a few little storms as well. All right. Yeah, I'm going to double check things real quick. There's a good chance, guys, we may just wrap up things probably right now. As, again, there's not a whole lot that we are talking about. We still got Ryan right now. Right now. Well, he's yawning on his. Yeah, I think he's about to end the stream soon. I'm gonna check Twitter real quick, make sure I haven't missed anything, and we'll do a quick update. The one thing I'm very interested on is that little storm northeast of Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we might have caught rotation. Very hard to tell. Northeast of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Check on that storm one more time. So again, this is a severe warning storm, obviously a healthy-looking storm. New scan came in. Goodness gracious, I think we may have something interesting out here. What do you think? That's possible. So what I want to do is I want to stay here for at least another 5 more minutes. There's a tornado possible with us now. They've started a tornado possible. So yeah, we're definitely staying here for a few more minutes. If this gets tornado warned, we're sitting here until it's gone. That's my new policy now. That's how it goes with me. When a new tornado warning gets issued or whatever, we're here. So again, we're watching this closely. Again, rotation is possible. Again, we're watching that closely. So 10:02 p.m. Big Kevin coming your direction. Veneta 10:12. Afghan 10:27. Blue Jacket. I've been in that town like 4 times. Not a whole lot in that town either. By the way, but that'll be at your location in a little bit. Let's go ahead and zoom a little bit more or a lot more into the storm here. Let's see if we can get like a look at the wind speeds here. So again, I really do think we have rotation. And here's my thinking here. Red. Okay, now it's very interesting now. Very hard to. Ooh, I don't know. So that's going to be interesting here. Now, okay, I said I'm very sure this is rotation. Now I'm putting a question mark on it. Is it rotation? Is it not? The reason why it might be rotation is because we got the bright green, we got the dark red. When they meet together, it typically means we have some rotation, a weak rotation at least. So we'll have to watch this closely. But again, new scan came in. It's not as intense or as cool as it was momentarily ago, but let's take a look at our wind speeds here to see what they're thinking. So yeah, we're in that vicinity, we're in that areas where we might have some rotation. And again, our wind speeds are saying anywhere from about what towards the Chelsea area up to about 50 miles per hour. About 22 miles per hour in the green, probably in the red is about 10 to 15 possibly. Yeah, 10 to 20. So again, just some breezy weather. It's breezy weather. But of course, we're obviously gonna keep tabs and keep eyes on that storm. Was there any other storms that was concerning other than this one? I don't think there was. Wait, go zoom in, go back, zoom in, go northeast of Tulsa real quick, just right beside the severe warning. Right beside the severe warning. Okay, looks interesting. Around the Clonesville area, check velocity. Zoom in. Right here. Maybe. Well, I think. Oh gosh, my brain is being a little funny with me, guys. I don't know. Try that again. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. My brain's being funny with me, guys. But it's probably nothing. It's probably just good old strong winds. Hopefully, it is. But we'll watch that as well. So that's a new storm that's popped up just right beside that severe thunderstorm warning. But again, I'm really keeping eyes on this here. It has a 60 mile per hour wind gust. Hail is a bit greater than 1/4 of an inch. Again, just good. It's to me, it's I don't know, it's good looking, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, guys, as you can tell, I'm getting out of it right now of covering this. So let me check socials real quick here. Just check chat. Double check things. Oh, did you hear what DirecTV did, Bryce? They just launched free streaming service stuff. Yeah. Is McAllister, Oklahoma, is it going to hit hard? All right, let's zoom into McAllister, Oklahoma, looking at the live chat there. All right, I apologize if you sent that message a long time ago. Okay, McAllister, Oklahoma, you're seeing rain right now over here at McAllister. We're also in a little radar dead zone over here, so it's going to be hard to, give you much detail. But you are seeing some pretty good rain and downpours in McAllister. And again, this is ahead of the cold front, so this means you're about to get more rain later this evening, or later tonight, I should say. So again, McAllister, Oklahoma, rain in this area for at least 10, 15 more minutes possibly. These are slow moving too, by the way. And potentially, if this could develop, if this moves, let's see, can we put a track on this here? Not track, let's loop it here. I'm curious what direction these are going. Northeast, and there are weather alerts too, so that's, that was old. Okay, there's no weather alerts, excuse me, no weather alerts for these, that was older stuff. These are going northeast, kinda. So again, bringing some rain and storms. So again, Lightning, thunder, more than likely. Heavy rain, downpours, definitely needed because I'm sure you guys are in a drought over there. But zooming out a little bit more as we look off towards the west, towards Oklahoma City, that's where most of the action is at right now. Possibly in the next hour, probably in about 2 or 3 hours. That's when I would think these storms would come into your neck of the woods later tonight. So again, definitely be on guard. So good news, guys. All the severe warnings for Oklahoma City were allowed to expire. It looks like KOCO, which is a TV station in Oklahoma City, is doing the live severe weather coverage right now, so they're also covering it as well, which is nice. But Melvin Smith, hopefully I answered your question there about what's going on in McAllister, Oklahoma. Of course, we'll continue to monitor it. All right, let's go back towards the other storm in northeastern Oklahoma where we were taken. Was there rotation? Was there not? Yeah, don't know. Or I mean, kind of know, kind of don't. It's just hard to really tell. So yeah, it definitely looks like a supercell to me. Tornado possible tag is gone, so maybe not, but still bright green. Got the red. It's just I'm very optimistic with this storm right now near Chelsea in northeastern Oklahoma. All right, let's zoom it out. Let's zoom it out where we see like the whole state. So not a whole lot going on. Let's zoom into that severe warning northeast Stillwater. Let's see, it's low grade, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, 1 inch size hail. Let's take an X-ray into the storm. Velocity, it's probably nothing. Yep, nothing. So we're good on that. Zoom it out. Let's go to southwestern Missouri. We still have quite a few severe warnings still over there towards Pittsburgh, Kansas, Nevada, special weather statements in Cherokee County, Kansas. Still a pretty good line of storms. Let's take a look at our track here at El Dorado Springs in your guys' area in about 3 minutes. Lamar in 4 minutes. Deepwater at 10 o'clock. Stockton around 10:10. And Warsaw around 10:25. Let's go ahead and take a look at our velocity tracker here and see if there's anything trying to rotate. And from the looks of it, I'm not seeing anything at all. Let's go a little further northeast here. Let's see if we have anything. And we still have severe warnings towards the west of Seattle and Marshall area. Line of storms as well. Let's go jump to Iowa, where we did have tornado warnings earlier. And, now these are just good old strong storms, just east of Cedar Rapids. Same thing for the northeastern section of Missouri. But again, eastern sections of Iowa, some strong storms continue. Mainly gusty winds and maybe some small hail taking place. Trying to get to the part where we ended at the o'clock. But that's what's going on. Let's zoom in the Red River part real quick. So looks like we are officially, yep, there we go. One little storm has made it into Texas. Welcome to Texas, little storm. Anyways, getting a lot of storms starting to come through right now. All right, let's go ahead and do a double check real quick on these two severe storms in northeastern Oklahoma. Again, these storms have my attention. They're just not like super in my attention, but these are obviously my top 2 storms I'm watching here. So again, strong winds, gusty winds, wind speeds. What's our wind speed staying on this year? 50, 40, 17, 40, about probably 18 to 25 miles per hour in the green. In the red, probably going about 15 to 25 miles per hour. So again, that's what we're seeing on our Doppler radar here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other warning off towards the west of this one here. And look at the there's a lot of rain with this. Again, this expires in 9 minutes. Quarter size hail, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. With this individual storm, let's go ahead and X-ray the storm here. Let's see if we have anything trying to rotate. There's nothing, just some good old wind taking place right now. All right, you can zoom it out to the whole state now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to check things real quick to make sure. I'm going to intro of y'all's questions and stuff if you guys have anything. Yeah, I want to wait. I want to end at perfect timing at 10. If that makes sense. But quick again, you guys got questions, comments, anything like that? Now's your time to ask them, as we're about to wrap things up all the way. So I'm checking Twitter now. We got 4 messages. I'm curious how everyone's day was. Hope you guys' day was good today. Our day was okay. Oh wow. Okay, I got a new picture. Look at this. Severe storm near Plain Dealing in Louisiana. Looks like a very low shelf cloud, maybe a tornado almost on the ground earlier today. It was 5 hours ago though. So that's cool. Zane sent that to me. Okay. Thank you guys. I've hit 850 followers on the dot on Twitter. Thank you guys. The National Service in Norman is saying more storms could start popping off in the next 3 hours. We'll have to see if that's true, but of course I'm watching. But we could see one more tornado warning, but yeah, it's done. Yeah, overall, the tornado threats are over. Okay, there is only 2 severe warnings in Oklahoma. I think there's 2 or 3 in Missouri. But again, if you guys got questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to ask them. Bryce, take a look at Ryan's stream. Take a look at Ryan's stream. What do you think that he has like some weird new stuff or something? You almost have 900. Uh-oh. Okay, 9:45. National Service in Norman, Oklahoma said the tornado threat has diminished greatly across our forecast area. We'll continue to watch to see if a storm can catch up to the Alford boundary, which would increase tornado potential, but this looks like unlikely. So that's for the Norman, Oklahoma area. So they're saying the tornado threat is pretty much said and done for the Norman area. So that's obviously great news. And I'm starting to lose my voice slowly. Tomorrow I'm going to be a squeaky person, which is going to be funny for people at school. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one more recap on all of the warnings real quick, which is like barely any, and then I'm gonna have my final close, and then we're gonna probably end the stream. So let's go ahead, just take a look into northeastern Oklahoma, where we have that one severe storm, or two severe storms in northeastern Oklahoma, but we still have that one intense storm that we're continuing to monitor. So again, good looking storm on Doppler radar. This is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. They have dropped a quarter-size hailstone with this, but there it is, right there on the radar, just southwest of Big Cabin. That's where we have that severe warning taking place. Again, I can't exactly tell. The high rotation are not trying to pop up, but there is strong winds I can verify with this storm. All right, so off towards the west of this area, the severe warning. Looks like they're going to cancel the severe warning, or already has been. And it's been transited over to a special weather statement now, which is, I think, a good idea because I see this more of a gusty wind threat and heavy rain. All right, across the center states, nothing much. Strong storms from Oklahoma City back down to Chickasaw, and eventually coming towards the Red River. Of course, our main concern is these storms going towards southern Oklahoma, towards Muskogee, back towards those areas down to the south near the Texarkana area. But again, this intense line of showers and storms right now. Of course, these are severe, mainly a wind threat. El Dorado Springs 951, Lamar 952. These should have already passed through by now. 1003, we in the deep water, or the Laurie City area. Stockton at 1009, and in Warsaw area by 1024 with this track of storms. Let's take an X-ray to the storm here, velocity track real quick. As you can see, there's nothing rotating. Okay, there's nothing rotating. We're good. So nothing popping up that I'm seeing that's too crazy. And then, of course, we still got, looks like they're going to cancel this severe thunderstorm warning up here, these ones up here, and they're replacing them with special weather statements, which is good news. So if you're towards Seattle area, special weather statement coming your direction instead of a severe thunderstorm warning. And I think those should be canceled momentarily, or they will let them expire. Of course, Iowa, we've had some strong storms and even 2 tornado warnings throughout the day today. Far northeastern Missouri as well, special weather statement. We're not forgetting about you. Iowa City, also some storms. Cedar Rapids, some storms, but again, some showers and storms continuing for a good portion of the country. All right, one more look real quick in northeastern Oklahoma, and then we'll probably wrap up things from there. Actually, I got one more place, and then we'll wrap up things. Again, northeastern Oklahoma. This one little storm, of course, has my intention. Of course, very interesting look. Zoom it in a little bit more. I don't know, my attention should be here. I think it should be down here towards Big Cabin. I think that's where my attention should be at. Zoom in a little bit more. Ooh, I can't tell. Yeah, probably radar gun. Yeah, more than likely radar gun. But of course, this goes for tornado warning, which I don't know if it will or might not. I don't know. It does. Of course, there's excuse me, a lot of people still alive right now covering severe weather. Of course, we'll continue to monitor these, but again, this is that one severe storm that obviously has my attention. To me, this is like the only storm that's been to me, it's the only storm that's been what's the word? Impressive to me, kind of, so far today. So again, reminder, today's severe weather event has not been a bust. No tornadoes. We were expecting a whole lot of those. We do not even have a single tornado, I don't think, in the severe weather event across Kansas or Oklahoma. So far, not Missouri either. Question is this. All right. Sorry about that. Worst timing as we try wrapping up the broadcast here. All right. So again, we'll have to figure out if those storms in Iowa were confirmed, like if they were actually confirmed tornadoes, if they do damage or not. I'll have to confirm on that. It is now 10 o'clock p.m. here in the Central Time Zone, 11 o'clock Eastern now. I'm going to double check here one more time on the chats before we end, and then nothing in the chat. Okay. Quick reminder, guys. We will have a live stream watch tomorrow. More than likely, we'll probably won't cover tomorrow's severe weather event because I don't see much in tomorrow's weather. But of course, we'll watch it very closely. And then on Friday, which is after tomorrow, there is what is tomorrow? Wait, we have a select risk for severe weather, right, on Friday, or is there a risk for? There's nothing on Friday. Okay, good. Okay, there's only a marginal risk on Friday. And of course, there's a slight risk on Sunday, so live stream watch is obviously in effect this weekend. And obviously, we got a live stream warning expected for Sunday, as I'll try to do severe weather coverage. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. You guys have a fantastic rest of your night. Please stay safe out there and have a great rest of your week. And happy Halloween.